Hello,
Yes, sir.
all of you. Now I have two duties to take care. First duty is, let us quickly see some questions from the last week exam, because that happened to be a grand test. It is worthwhile to look at the questions and their answers. So we take up some questions from IIT mains model and also from IIT advanced model. Are we ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
So I want somebody to send me the question paper along with the key suggested. If there are any requirements to change, we will change. I will be sharing it in the group. So our task is to discuss at least 50% IIT mains paper and 50% advanced paper. Can we do it, sir? Let us try to do whether we can do. Somebody should send me the IIT mains paper and advanced paper. First, we make the discussion on that. Then we will be doing anything else. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So come on, you have to send me and I have to post it in the board and then we have to discuss. Our target is to discuss at least some 13 questions from mains and 8 questions from advanced. Both we have to do 21 questions is target. Okay. What is the portion for upcoming exam for senior aims? Somebody wants. Senior aims, I don't know. This is a complete portion of organic and inorganic. Let us put like that. Okay. So, sir, have you posted me, some of you? Anyone posted me the question paper? Hello? Hello, please. We have less time, sir. I am in tension. We have to discuss 21 questions, man. Hello, sir. See, I believe that if I can complete 21 questions now, I will be able to guide you properly for upcoming IIT exam. I want to have that. If you are late, I try to explore myself. So, junior IIT. Sir, for junior IIT, what is the IIT mains model question, sir? Hello? If you don't cooperate, I will be in difficult, man. So, those who have you got this question, sir? IIT mains fellows J41. Did you get this question? Which of the following statement regarding IDETs is not correct? Hello?
No,
You got
sir.
this
No,
question?
sir.
What is your question in IIT mains? I don't know. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'll show you. I think in this question paper, this is IIT mains question paper held in this year. This is dated 25th to shift 2. Okay. In this paper, you got question number 3. Sir, you got this question, no? Normal rainwater pH is 5.6. Acidic rainwater pH is less than 5.6. You got this question, sir?
Yes, sir.
So the key to this is the given statement is true. The normal rainwater pH is 5.6 because of H2CO3 it has. The acidic rain is caused due to the presence of sulfuric acid and nitric acid. The sulfuric acid is formed due to dissolution of SO3 in air due to the industrial pollutants. From industry, SO2 gas escapes into air, which will combine with oxygen to give SO3. SO3 dissolves in rainwater to become H2SO4. Similarly, NO2 dissolved in rainwater gives HNO3. Acidic rain has a pH less than 5.6 and it contains both the sulfuric acid and nitric acid. This acid rain causes stone leprosy. Stone leprosy means the acid rain can eat away buildings made with marble stone. That is called stone leprosy. Are we very clear about question number 3, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now, question number 9 in this paper also came in your exam. So let us look at that. In estimation of halide from sodium fusion extract, which compound is used before adding AgNO3? Sodium fusion extract is made by mixing organic compound with sodium metal and strongly heating in Lessine tube. Then that is thrown into a container having water and ground, filtered. The clear-cut solution is basic in nature. If the organic compound has Cl or Br or I, it will become NaCl, NaBr or NaI, and the solution will be basic in nature. To neutralize the medium, we have to add an acid. When you are checking for a halide ion, the acid you should use must be nitric acid diluted. I should not use ammonia because with ammonia, chloride ions can react. I should not use HCl because the HCl can make AgCl white precipitates. Okay, when you add AgNO3 and you yourself are adding HCl. To check whether there is Cl or not, you should never add HCl. So the only acid which you should add to check the presence of halide ions should not have a halide ion. It should be nitric acid diluted. Are we very clear about it, sir?
Yes.
Hello? Always sodium fusion extract is basic in nature. Always it is to be neutralized with the right acid. When you are checking for the presence of sulfide ions in organic compound, you should not use sulfuric acid to neutralize the Lessine extract. Because if you add sulfuric acid, you yourself adding sulfurs. If you are trying to check whether there is halide ion, you should never use HCl because you are yourself adding HCl. So notice that always nitric acid is to be added. Are we very clear? Next question number we have in this paper from sheet 2 paper, question number 13 we have. That is question number 13. In which of the following more than one type of bond length is present? More than one type of bond length is present when the hybridized state is sp3d, where some are equatorial bonds, some are axial bonds. For example, in PCl5, two Cls are axially located, their bonds are longer. 3 Cls are in equatorial position. Do you know what is this I am talking? Am I communicating properly?
Yes, sir.
I want to draw the diagram to make my speech clear. Sir, in PCl5, sir, okay, it is not coming clean. So we'll try again. In PCl5, this and this are called axial bonds. They are longer. And these 3 are called equatorial bonds. These are shorter. These are separated by 120 degrees. These are separated by 90 degrees. This type of hybridization is sp3d. The 5 hybrid orbitals are directed towards corners of a pentagonal bipyramid. These 3 are in one plane. These 2 are lying about. Sir, these 3 green lines have equidistant. And these 3 black lines are also equidistant. This is a trigonal bipyramid. Sir, these are called axial bonds. Axial bonds. These are called equatorial bonds. So whenever the central atom undergo sp3d hybridization, as in PCl5, 2 bonds are longer, 3 bonds are shorter. Equatorial bonds are shorter, axial bonds are longer. Are we very clear, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Now, if you look at SF4, It is a AB4E type molecule. Can you see it? AB4E type.
Yes, sir.
Sulfur is A. 4 fluorines are B4. Sulfur is having 6 electrons in valence shell because it is a 16th group element. Out of 6 electrons, 4 are used by 4 fluorines. So 2 electrons make 1 pair, AB4E. The ABXEY type molecule, X plus Y value is 5, means it is sp3d hybridization. sp3d hybridization means 2 bonds are axial longer, and 3 bonds are equatorial. This equatorial bond has a lone pair. Now this is your SF4.
Seesaw shape.
Therefore, it is a seesaw shape, and here the 2 axial bonds are longer and 2 equatorial bonds are shorter. All bonds are not of equal length in SF4. Also, it is true in PF5. Notice, also it is true in all the molecules where there is sp3d hybridization. Are we very clear about this concept, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Are we very clean about this idea, sir?
Yes,
If
sir.
anybody is having a doubt, ask me privately again. I want you to know it very clearly. How to work out the shape of a molecule, what is the hybridization, you should know for sure. Okay. Our next question in this series was about screen. I have to share this screen. About question number 16. The question number 16. Ksp of calcium hydroxide is 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. What is the solubility in pure water? Sir, solubility product means it is the product of the concentrations of ions as shown in its equilibrium. For example, if you want me to explain this, 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 is the solubility product of calcium hydroxide. What is its value, sir? Calcium hydroxide. It ionizes to give calcium ions and 2 hydroxide ions. If the X calcium ions are there, it is 2x. Then solubility product is equal to 2x whole square into x.
Yes.
It is equal to 4x cube. They gave the 4x cube value as 5.6 into 10 to the power minus how much, sir?
Minus 6, sir.
Minus 6 they gave. Okay. Should we see or are you sure?
Sure, sir.
So x cube is equal to 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 6 by 4 is equal to 1.4 into 10 to the power minus 6. X is equal to cube root of 1.4 into 10 to the power minus 6. Are we very clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
X is equal to 140 into 10 to the power minus 8. Can I write like that, sir? Cube root.
Yes, sir.
Now, 10 to the power minus 8, or I can write it is fourth root of 1400 into 10 to the power minus 9. Okay, sir? Can I write like that? Hello?
Cube root of
Fourth root.
cube root.
Sir, cube root of 140, sir. sorry. Root is changed. Sorry. 1.4 into 10 to the power minus 6 can be written as cube root of this. Sorry. Okay, sir. Now, cube
Yes.
root of 10 to the power minus 9 is 10 to the power minus 3. Cube root of 1400 is how much, sir? 1000 cube root is 10. Do I know? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the cube root of, say, 1400? Otherwise, let us see. What is 12 into 12 into 12? 1628. Yes or no? Hello.
Yes,
So,
sir.
therefore, the answer here is neither 12 nor 10, in between. I can choose it as 11.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Have you seen how I approximated?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Now, what is
Yes.
the answer now? What is the answer, sir?
1.15 into 10 to the power
1.15
minus 2.
into 10 power minus 2. Let us see what are the options they gave in this. See, yeah, 1.11 into 10 power minus 2. Can you see it, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that is the way to solve. Okay. Please notice that for any salt of AB2 type, solubility product is 4s cube. For a salt of AB type, solubility product is S square. For a salt of AB3 type, solubility product is what, sir?
Sir, 9 is
The salt of AB type like PB, S, AgCl, AgBr, etc. Solubility product is equal to what, sir?
S square.
X square.
X
For
square.
AB2 type salt like CaCl2,
4x cube.
like calcium hydroxide, like magnesium hydroxide, solubility product is equal to 4x cube. For A to B type salt like Na2O, etc. Again, it is 4s cube. For A to B3 type salts, sir, for A to B3 type salts, you should see it as it will dissociate to give 2A plus 3B. So if it is 2s moles, it is 3s moles.
108
So
S
it will
power
be
5.
2s whole square into 3s whole cube. It is equal to 108 s to the power 5. In other words, if I say AXBY type salt, it is x to the power x into y to the power y into s to the power x plus y. Can you see it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you know the relation between solubility product and SC solubility, are we very clear or is there any confusion?
Clear, sir.
For
Clear.
any salt of type AXBY, solubility product is given as x to the power x into y to the power y, s to the power x plus y. Okay. If it is A 2B3, 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 3 into s to the power 2 plus 3. How much it is, sir? Can you see that? Hello? Are we very clean?
Yes, sir.
So this is the note on this. There are 8 model problems they are asking on solubility. Because I don't have time, I am not showing you all the 8 models, but this model I try to explain as clearly as I can. Okay. Now we are looking at next question in the same paper which you got in your exam. Next question you got in this paper is question number 16. That's over. Now we are going to look at next papers. In this paper, what is this paper, sir? It is 24th February 2021, shift 2. Okay, sir? In this paper of 24th February, you got question number 1. Yes. Compare the rate of aromatic nucleophilic substitution reaction of the following. For this question number 1, if I know aromatic nucleophilic substitution is a reaction where one nucleophile is replaced by another nucleophile. Nucleophile means that which is having minus charge. Okay, sir? Now, generally benzene will never undergo nucleophilic substitution. Benzene always undergoes electrophilic substitution. Electrophile means fellows who love electrons approach benzene because benzene is an electron-rich center. Now you are not talking about electrophilic reactions of benzene. Whether it's normal, that is routine. A man is like a man, a boy is like a male. There is nothing special if a boy is like a boy. Sometimes some boys look like girls. Their body looks somewhat different. Then you will be staring at that boy. Why his chest is going so up? Why that fellow is walking like a lady? Why his voice is like a female voice? So you start unknowingly looking at him strangely. Why? Because he has feminine character. Have you observed this when it happens? Yes or no?
Yes.
Something unnatural will always attract our attention. Benzene is an electron-rich center. Electron-loving electrophiles attack it. Electron-loving electrophiles always attack more readily if there are electron-releasing groups on benzene, like methyl benzene, toluene, like methoxybenzene. Anybody who releases electrons to benzene will increase the electron density and benzene readily undergo electrophilic substitution. Always benzene undergo aromatic electrophilic substitution. But this question is not about electrophilic substitution. This question is about nucleophilic substitution. Now, electron-rich groups, electron density increase will facilitate electrophilic substitution. If you want nucleophilic substitution, electron density in benzene should decrease. So more electron withdrawing groups will weaken the CCl bond. Therefore, Cl minus can easily get out. To knock out the Cl minus, normally nobody goes out of benzene as minus. Hydrogen goes out of benzene as H plus. The NO2 goes out of benzene as NO2 plus. One plus is replaced by another plus. Plus is an electron-loving group. Electrophilic substitution is normal course on benzene. But here you want to go other way around. You want the Cl to go out as Cl minus, which is impossible. Now, if you want the Cl to go out as Cl minus as a nucleophile, if you want to put some other nucleophile like Cn minus, then the density of electrons should be lowered on benzene. NO2 is an electron withdrawing group. More withdrawing groups can more readily allow nucleophilic substitution. Therefore, 4 is more reactive than 3 is more reactive than 2 is more reactive than 1. In fact, this is the important question. Why? Because it is something different. Here, boy is not having boy characters. He is having female characters. So, benzene is not undergoing electrophilic substitution. It is undergoing nucleophilic. Nucleophilic is facilitated by withdrawing groups. So, that is the answer. Are we very clean?
Yes.
sir.
So now we are looking at next question from this paper. That is question number 10. The correct bond angle and shape of I3 minus. I want you to see I3 minus ion as II minus. II minus is Ab2E3 type molecule. In Ab2E3 type molecule, the 3 lone pairs are in equatorial positions. Always lone pairs go to equatorial positions. So both bonding iodines are in axial positions. Angle between axial positions is 180 degrees and the molecule is linear. Can you see it clearly, sir? The central iodine is undergoing sp3d. Actually, it is supposed to be trigonal bipyramid. In the trigonal bipyramid, the corners of a triangle are having 3 lone pairs and both iodines are linear. Actually, the diagram is erroneous here. Here, both iodines are straight. It should be linear. Okay, sir? Are we very clear?
Yes, sir.
Notice it is a Ab2E3 type ion. Okay? Now, you got this question in your exam. Did you see this question, sir? Also,
Yes,
you
sir.
got question number 12 in the exam. Which of the following is incorrect? you should notice very clearly that ruby appears red color because of the presence of chromium ions, not due to cobalt ions. Ruby is basically Al2O3 that has chromium plus 3 ions that gives its characteristic color. We discussed about this point. Notice RuO4, where the central element is in highest oxidation state, is always an oxidizing agent. Cr2O3 is a amphoteric oxide. Vanadium can have plus 5 state. Here it is only plus 4 state. So it can lose one more electron, and it is a electron loser or reducing agent. For this question number 12, ruby appears in ruby color due to the presence of cobalt plus 3 is wrong, due to the presence of chromium. Could you see that question, sir? Any doubt on this question? Do you remember we have discussed? If 3BeO.Al2O3.6SiO2 beryl is having the chromium ions, that gets green color. If simply Al2O3 is having chromium ions, that has red color. Both ruby and emerald are costly stones. Now question number 13. Question number 13. Which of the following order of melting point is correct? Sir, the melting point depends on lattice energy. Lattice energy means how strongly the ions are held. The lattice energy depends on size. The smaller the size of the ions, the strongly they are held. Also, it depends on charge. More is the charge, the tightly they are held. If you look at the given options, lithium ion is smaller and fluoride ion is smaller than chloride ion. So LiF will always have higher lattice energy than LiCl. Also, in MgO, magnesium has plus 2 charge, oxygen has minus 2 charge, whereas in NaCl, Na has plus 1 and Cl has minus 1 charge. Because the charges are more in MgO, that has higher lattice energy. Because the size of ions is smaller in LiF, that has more lattice energy. Third option is right. Okay, sir?
Yes,
We are
sir.
looking at question number 20. In question number 20, de Broglie wavelength of a proton and alpha particle are same. If two particles have same de Broglie wavelength, then their momenta M1 V1 must be equal to M2 V2. If proton mass is 1, alpha particle mass is 4. If the proton velocity is V1, alpha particle velocity is V2. Therefore, I would say 1v1 is equal to 4v2. Now, v1 by v2 is equal to, what is that, sir? v1 by v2 is equal to 4 by 1. So, answer is the ratio of their velocities is 4:1. Can you see it, sir? Hello? Are we clean on this? Please remember, whenever two particles have same de Broglie wavelength, their momenta are same. Please do remember that a proton mass is 1 means alpha particle mass is 4. Do you know that if electron mass is 1, proton mass is 1836 and alpha particle mass is 4 into 1836? I want you to write down if you don't know it. Should we write down the value, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Sir, if you take it, electron, proton, alpha particle, if its mass is 1, its mass is 1836 and alpha particle is 4 into 1836. If you have neutron, it is 1840. Okay, electron, proton. Relative mass I'm writing. 1, 1836, 1840, 4 into 1836. Which is heaviest, sir?
Alpha.
Whenever any two fellows have, if lambda 1 is equal to lambda 2, then M1 V1 is equal to M2. If de Broglie wavelength is equal, then their moment are equal. Okay, sir? Are you very clear about this, sir?
Yes.
Now we are looking at next question. Our next question is,
Sir, time up, sir.
why are you worried, man? Let me do my work, man. What class you have next?
Physics.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Physics class.
Congratulations. We have done so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 questions we have done. We completed the mains paper, targeted half paper, 12 to 13 questions we want to do. If we do one more question, really that amounts that we have reached our target. Will you please allow me 2 minutes, sir? Please.
Yes.
Hello. Thank you very much for giving me 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. This is 24 to shift 1 paper. 24 to shift 1 paper. In this, you have question number 12 in your exam. Which of the following have both the compounds isostructural? Any two compounds have same structure, provided if they have same number of electrons and same hybridization. If you remember, if any two molecules have same number of electrons, they have same structure. That is a rule of the game. Okay, sir? Therefore, answer to this is, in A and B, TiCl4, SiCl4, both are AB4 E0 type. AB4 E0 type molecules are tetrahedral, sp3 hybridization. In B, SO4, CrO4. Again, these are AB4 type of ions. If anybody is AB4 type, and then its shape is tetrahedral. So answer is AB. If you look at C ammonia is AB3E type, NO3 is AB3 type. AB3E is pyramidal, AB3 is trigonal planar, they have different structure. If you look at D, ClF3 is AB3E2 type, BCl3 is AB3 type. AB3E2 type is T-shape, AB3 is trigonal planar. So answer is only AB. Are we very clear? If your concept about the shapes and hybridizations are clear, you can answer this question. This is a very, very normally asked question in IIT. So I repeated this 2 times, this model. Okay, sir? Now, in this paper of 24-2, we will look at the last question, and that is the conclusion. In the 24th paper, I also gave question number 15. I2 plus H2O2 plus 2OH minus gives iodide ion and water and oxygen. If oxygen is one of the product, H2O2 is acting as a reducing agent. In second reaction also, O2 is one of the product. Therefore, H2O2 is acting as a reducing agent. So answer to this question is H2O2 acting as a reducing agent in both these reactions. Do we remember this, sir? Whenever H2O2 reacts, right side O2 is a product means H2O2 is reducing agent. If right side O2 is not there, check. If Na2O2 is one product, H2O2 is behaving like acid. If Na2O2 is not at all there, then H2O2 is oxidizing agent. I will write down this, sir. This is very, very important shortcut. It is not written in any damn book. I made it for you. Please write down, sir. Will you kindly write down? This is the last statement. In reactions of H2O2, case 1, O2 is a product. Implies what, sir?
H2O2 is reducing agent.
Reducing agent. Case 2, O2 is not a product, but Na2O2 is a product. It implies H2O2 is acid. Case 3, O2 is not a product. Na2O2 is also not a product. Na2O2, O2 or not the products. It implies H2O2 is oxidizing. Are we very clear about it, sir?
Yes.
Hello? It is a shortcut. So we answered 14 questions. We targeted to 13. But IIT advanced paper I could not do because nobody has posted the IIT advanced paper. Anybody posted me IIT advanced paper, sir? Hello?
Sir,
Hello,
actually,
sir.
we didn't.
Fellows are sleeping, my God. IIT advanced paper is too tough, really. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Always advanced paper will be tough. Main paper will be like a cakewalk. Okay. So I have given only original papers because I don't want to confuse anybody. IIT mains means only this is the depth. IIT advanced means that is the depth. Did you feel the difference between these two?
Yes, sir.
So we will be discussing your doubts in IIT advanced paper tomorrow. Remaining IIT mains questions tomorrow. I appeal you kindly join in my class. Perhaps this may be last week. Okay. So please join, get all your doubts clarified, and let me do my job to my satisfaction. Okay, sir? May God bless you. Okay? Khuda Hafiz. Okay?
Yes.
Khuda Hafiz.
Sir.